Hello everyone. This is actually the day after Hartlepool. Actually, I didn't feel too well when I got back, so I didn't do the video on the night. So this is actually just a quick video just to go through again with Hartlepool. Um, I was a little bit disappointed with Hartlepool today. Actually, I was a little bit disappointed with the County Three ball today. I haven't put the screen up by the way, or anything like that, so I'm just doing it quick. I just want to do a quick video because I didn't do the full round and it wasn't a rough or anything, so it's just going to be a quick video. Um, I was a little bit disappointed today with Hartlepool. I thought that, to be perfectly honest, it wasn't on what the pro said to me. To be honest, he said your tee offs at 12:50 was 12:50, and I didn't tee off till 1:15 behind the county competition. It was more like 20 past, to be honest, by the time I teed off. Um, and they just took absolutely ages. Again, the course, it's not the course's fault. Condition was fine on the course. But the pro really should have let me tee off at the 10th hole or whatever. Because it was clear there they weren't teeing off at the 10th hole. They booked it one line all the way through to that time, and there was nobody else on the course until that point, so he could have let me go off at the 10th, and I was a little bit disappointed he didn't let me do that. And he fobbed me off a little bit, saying that the good players are not going to hold you up, and I think he knew fine well they were going to hold me up and they were going to take half an hour per shot. So I was a little bit disappointed with that. I was a little bit disappointed as well that they were county golfers, and I was a little bit disappointed how they conducted themselves throughout the round. In the fact that they were taking ages. I mean, absolutely ages. I mean, I was on that tee there. I mean, there was one bloke taking his pre-shot routine. I mean, he went like this. He was setting up, then he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hit the shot. And I have never ever seen that on a golf course in my life. I've seen some of the pros go like that, the pre-shot routine, when they go and they look at the position and they go back and then they play the shot. But I've never seen a dude doing it like that all the way up the swing. I've never seen anything like that. And when they were getting on the greens, they got to the ball, they put the ball down, they took the ball out, they cleaned the ball and they put it down again, and then they lined the putts up at every single angle, from the front, the side, the back to the front, putting the ball down, wiping it again, cleaning it, putting it back down again, and then putting it. And this was just going on and on and on every single hole. There was one hole I shot a 9 and I took ages over it, and I got onto the green, and there was still on the green putting, and I just went, I cannot believe this, how long they are taking. And I think it took them about, what was it? It took them about an hour and 40 minutes to get through 9 holes, and all the tee boxes are right next to each other. And I just thought, this is just ridiculous. An hour. Sorry, no, it wasn't. It was more. It was close. No, yeah, it was close to the 2 hour mark. It was about 1 hour 53 minutes, and I had an hour left. I mean, I worked out I had 2 hours 55 minutes, and I had an hour left to do 9 holes, and that was never going to happen. So they were doing a 4 hour round for a 3 ball. Now that just shouldn't be happening. If that was a 4 ball, that's a 4.5 hour round. And normally a 4 ball on their own walking, they do it in 3 hours 45 minutes. There's no cat and hell's chance they should have been taking 4 hours to do, over 4 hours to do 18 holes. It's just not on, unfortunately. But I was a little bit upset how they conducted themselves. We were talking about golf. I've been talking lots of times about trying to get it inclusive in everything as a sport, and that is just not inclusive at all. That's just basically, it was so bad. The one ball behind me, I mean, I was waiting. I think that was actually the pro behind me. He looked like the pro behind me, and by the 5th hole behind me, he just walked off the course. He took his bag off, and I saw him walk back to the clubhouse, and I just went, even the pros thinks this is ridiculous, how long they're taking, and if I was in good spirits and stuff, and I was healthy and everything like that, and I could concentrate and actually socialise, I would have said to him, you know what, why don't you join me? But I couldn't do it because I wasn't in good health. And unfortunately, again, the rain picked up. It was forecast, I've got to be honest, and I was very lucky to miss it, but it said 5 o'clock it was forecast, and unfortunately it came a little bit earlier. it was a little bit breezy, but how all of a sudden it changes at Hartlepool, it's unbelievable. I mean, you saw the weather there. I don't know if the camera did it justice. I mean, I looked at it and the camera doesn't give it, you can't feel the wind, you can't feel the rain. You've got no idea. I mean, when I got back home, it was a bit drizzly and stuff like that, and the wind wasn't as bad. But I don't know what it is with Hartlepool. It must just be a wind tunnel. It must be a wind tunnel. There must be something not quite right about it, and the worst weather comes and it just hits you and hits you and hits you, and it changed like that, just all of a sudden, just bang, it just changed. And I don't know where it come from, but it came bloody quick, and I knew about it. When it hits you there, you know about it. There's one thing about Hartlepool: if you're going to get rain and wind, you get it bad there. You get it very, very bad, and that's twice that's happened to me, that I've had to come off the course. And this time I'm able to do 16, 17 and 18. And if it was good conditions and stuff like that, I might have just have been able to get through it. But once that rain hit me in the wind, and I knew, I said, this is exactly the same as last time. There's no difference. There was no difference from last time to this time. It was absolutely torrential rain. I just went, there's something about this course when it rains and it's windy, it gets the worst of it. It just gets, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. The flags were flapping all over the place. My trolley, you saw on the video that my trolley rolled all the way through the green, and I had the brake on, and I just thought, you know what? I'm sorry, that's my limit. You can't play in that. That's just pushing you to the limit on the PGA2 and stuff. They're off, boy. They're off well before then. So, yeah, unfortunately couldn't get the full 18 in, so I couldn't do a raffle or anything for it. But hopefully one day I will get 18 in Hartlepool. But again, the conditions were fine on the course, nice quick greens. It's just a shame. It was just a disappointing day how the county people conducted themselves. It was just a shame that I wasn't feeling too great. I mean, I'm the same today, to be honest. I'm not feeling great. It's a little bit different to yesterday, more with the crowd. Everything today's more pressure and weakness and stuff like that, and throbbing. But I was very, very upset how the county team conducted themselves. I mean, and the funny thing is, before I teed off, I went to them. I says, guys, it's now 1:10. My tee time was 12:50. Is it okay if you get a move on, please? And there was still a 4-ball and a 3-ball ready to tee off, and they just said, I'm sorry, son, this is where the county we get preference. And I just thought, that's not on, And it was the captain. I said it to. I says, okay, if you boys, because I meant to be teeing off at 12:50. But they didn't even acknowledge. I mean, they were in their own little world, all of them. Every single one of them. All the 3-ball were in the little world. The vice captain was in his own little world. And they didn't. The horrible thing about that is okay, if they took the time and they apologised for it, but there was just no acknowledgement of you whatsoever. You weren't even. They couldn't give a damn about you. They were on those greens putting like it's the FedEx Cup, Augusta National, putting in the Masters. They couldn't, this is a practice session, by the way, just a practice session. And they couldn't give a damn about you. They couldn't give a damn about me. They couldn't give a damn about the pro behind them. They just didn't care. They just weren't interested in you. And then I was on the last hole, and then they all gathered together and they're all laughing and joking. And I just thought, you know what? It's just, this is what I mean by executive clubs and little bloody cliches. And I just don't like it. I don't like it in golf. I don't like it in golf where you're a little knit community. Some courses they let me play through and stuff. I mean, they did at Woodhorn. There's been times they let me play at Notley Hill. 3 balls and stuff, which is very, very good of them. 2 balls, 3 balls. But it's the same at Wynyard. At Wynyard, I've been playing on my own. And you sometimes get 3 and 4 balls and they take ages and ages and ages. And they just will not let you play through. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter if they want to do 9 holes, 18 holes. It doesn't matter what the situation is. They will not let you play through. Even if you're on your own and it's a 4 ball and they're holding you up, they'll not do it. It's a horrible, horrible attitude in golf that if you go there and pay 25 quid, 30 quid. Now, imagine, I didn't, but imagine if I went to somewhere like Glen Eagles, okay? And now imagine if I paid 100 and, what the green fees are now, about £190. Now imagine if I paid £190 as a visitor to play Glen Eagles. And then I've got a 4-ball who the only intentions is to play 9 holes. And then they bugger you up and give you an hour to get through 18 holes, and you've paid 190 quid for the round. What are you going to feel like? what? You're going to feel even worse than me. I paid 25 quid, which I thought was a reasonable bloody green fee to charge in the winter. What are you going to feel like if you've paid 190 quid to play Glen Eagles and you've got an hour to get through 9 holes on your own? It's just not on. It's just not on. It's one of these things in golf that we're going to have to sort out. You can't just keep holding people up and holding people up. And I don't care if you're a county team. I don't care if you're a PGA professional. You've got to have some sort of etiquette that allows ordinary golfers at a weekend to play the golf they want to play. And that's just, to me, just... It spoiled it. It spoiled it. I mean, you saw myself. I got frustrated and angry. I duffed shots up because of it. And I played all right. I played reasonable golf until about the 5th hole, and then it started to get to me. But it's not really the pros' fault. It's more the county team's fault, that. And of course, I lost my wireless mic, and that just buggered everything up. But no, Hartlepool is a very, very difficult links course, and I just want to get a full 18 in. That's really what I want to do. I'd love to get a full 18 in and just and play it properly. We will do it one day. I went into the clubhouse and everything. The clubhouse seems okay and everything. The pro this time was in a better mood. I think I just caught him on a bad day the last time. He was a sarcastic bugger the first time, but this time he was all right. He was decent. He let me go on and everything, but I'm a little bit disappointed in him that he didn't say go off on the 10th tee. I think I wasn't perfectly entitled to go on the 10th tee, do the sand dune bit all the way around, back around the 18, and then do the other 9. I think I was entitled to do that, but what can you do? There's nothing you can do. And like I say, those people, like, they were walking past us, the county team members and everything, not even a hello, or how are you doing and everything, or are you playing today? And I actually spoke to one of them. I says, hi, how are you doing? And he just sort of nodded and just walked past us as if I never existed. Like, oh, you know, you it's horrible to say, but it's like, oh, you're not good enough to talk to me, son. I'm a county golfer, you know. It's just, and there's a lot of pros that you can see. Some of the pros are like that on the tour, and there's some that are just not like that, like Ian Poulter and Phil Mickelson and people like that who are just the complete opposite. But we've got to get rid of this. I mean, I had it in cricket. I had some people who thought they were great cricketers in cricket, and I used to have a real, like, I didn't sledge them, but I used to make sure I got up their backs to make, you know, because I knew fine well they weren't great cricketers, and I used to go out my way to try and get up the backs to try and tell them, look, you know, I'm just, you know, you're not as good as you think you are. And it's the same in golf. Some of them are strutting around like bloody, I mean, that vice captain strutting around like a peacock and everything. I just thought, how way, man, you know. But no. So that's Hartlepool done again. I'm gonna try and get out and do that properly one day. I mean, I might even do it pretty soon to try and get out and do it properly. I want to do a full 18, and I want to do a raffle on that. I really do, because I think that is one of the toughest courses in the northeast. I really do. I really think Hartlepool, I think it's tougher than Durham City and all them. I really think it's up there. It's a proper links course. It's got everything. And unfortunately, I couldn't get through the round again because of torrential rain. But there we go. Good news is my irons. I played a lot better with my irons. Driving was all right. Putting was okay. I mean, but at least this time my iron play was a lot better. I didn't appreciate on one of the holes where, you know, but like I say, I hit the stinger fine and everything. I just didn't appreciate the distance, and I think the steel irons are going to stay. But yeah, that was Hartlepool done. Nice little quick video for you. So that's it. Yeah, this is John from John Hutton Golf Channel. Keep subscribing, like the channel. I'll see you later. Bye for now.